Okay, we're back with Revelation 8. The Lamb breaks the seventh seal. When the Lamb broke the seventh seal, there was silence throughout heaven for about a half an hour, and I saw the seven angels who stand before God, and they were given seven trumpets. Then another angel with a gold incense burner came and stood at the altar, and a great quantity of incense was given to him to mix with the prayers of God's people, to be offered on the gold altar before the throne. The smoke of the incense mixed with the prayers of the saints ascended up to God from the altar where the angel had poured them out. Then the angel filled the incense burner with the fire from the altar and threw it down upon the earth, and the thunder crashed, lightning flashed, and there was a terrible earthquake. The first four trumpets. Then the seven angels with the seven trumpets prepared to blow their mighty blasts. The first angel blew his trumpet, and hell and fire mixed with blood were thrown down upon the earth, and 1/3 of the earth was set on fire. 1/3 of the trees were burned, and all the grass was burned. Then the second angel blew his trumpet, and the first mountain of fire was thrown into the sea. And 1/3 of the water in the sea became blood, and 1/3 of all things living in the sea died, and 1/3 of all ships on the sea were destroyed. Then the third angel blew his trumpet, and a great flaming star fell out of the sky, burning like a torch. It fell upon 1/3 of the rivers, and on the springs of water. The name of the star was Bitterness. It made 1/3 of the water bitter, and many people died because the water was so bitter. Then the fourth angel blew his trumpet, and 1/3 of the sun was struck, and 1/3 of the moon, and 1/3 of the stars. And they became dark, and 1/3 of the day was dark, and 1/3 of the night also. Then I looked up, and I heard a single eagle crying loudly as it flew through the air. Excuse me as I turn the page. Terror, sorry, to all who belong to this world because of what will happen when the last three angels blow their trumpets. Okay, Revelation 9. The fifth trumpet brings the first terror. Then the fifth angel blew his trumpet, and I saw a star that had fallen to the earth from the sky, and he was given the key to the shaft of the bottomless pit. When he opened it, smoke poured out as though from a huge furnace, and the sunlight and air were darkened by the smoke. Then locusts came from the smoke and ascended down on the earth, and they were given power to sting like scorpions. They were told not to hurt the grass or plants or trees, but to attack all the people who did not have the seal of God on their foreheads. They were told not to kill them, but to torture them for 5 months with agony like the pain of scorpion stings. In those days, people will seek death, but will not find it. They will long to die, but death will flee away. The locusts looked like horses armed for battle. They had gold crowns on their heads, and they had human faces. Their hair was long like the hair of a woman, and their teeth were like the teeth of a lion. They wore armor made of iron, and their wings roared like the armor of chariots rushing into battle. They had tails that stung like scorpions, with power to torture people. This power was given to them for 5 months. Their king is the angel of the bottomless pit. His name in Hebrew is Abaddon, and in Greek, I'm sorry if I pronounce this horribly, Apollyon the Destroyer. The first terror is past, but look, 2 more terrors are coming. The sixth trumpet brings the second terror. Then the sixth angel blew his trumpet, and I heard a voice speaking from the 4th horns of the gold altar that stands in the presence of God. And the voice spoke to the sixth angel who held the trumpet. Release the 4 angels who are bound to the great Euphrates River. Sorry, I'm horrible with things. Sorry for my pronunciation. And the 4th angel, who had been prepared for this hour and day and month and year, were turned loose to kill 1/3 of all the people on the earth. They led an army of 200 million mounted troops. I heard an announcement of how many there were. And in my vision I saw the horses and the riders sitting on them. The riders wore armor that were fiery red and sky blue and yellow. The horses' heads were like the heads of lions, and fire and smoke and burning sulfur billowed from their mouths. 1/3 of all the people on earth were killed by these 3 plagues, by the fire and the smoke and burning sulfur that came from the mouths of the horses. Their power was in their mouths, but also in their tails, for their tails had heads like snakes and the power to injure people. But the people who did not die in these plagues still refused to turn from their evil ways. They continued to worship demons and idols made of gold, silver, bronze, stone, and wood, idols that never see, nor hear, nor walk. And they did not repent of their murders, or their witchcraft, or their immortality, or their thefts. Revelation 10. The angel in the small scroll. And then I saw another mighty angel coming down from heaven, surrounded by the cloud, with a rainbow over his head. His face shone like the sun, and his feet were like pillars of fire. And in his hand was a small scroll, which he had unrolled. He stood with his right foot on the sea, and his left foot on the land. And he gave a great shout like the roar of a lion, and when he shouted, the 7 thunders answered. And when the 7 thunders spoke, I was about to write, but a voice from heaven called to me, "Keep secret what the 7 thunders said. Do not write it down." Then the mighty angel, standing on the sea and the land, lifted his right hand to the heaven. And he swore an oath in the name of the one who lives forever and ever, who created heaven and everything in it, the earth and everything in it, and the sea and everything in it. And he said, God will wait no longer, but when the 7th angel blows his trumpet, God's mysterious plan will be fulfilled, and it will happen just as he announced it to his servants, the prophets. Then the voice from the heaven called to me again, "Go, and take the unrolled scroll from the angel who is standing on the sea and on the land." So I approached him and asked him to give me the little scroll. "Yes, take it and eat it," he said. "At first it will taste like honey, but when you swallow it, it will make your stomach sour." So I took the little scroll from the hands of the angel and I ate it. It was sweet in my mouth, but it made my stomach sour. Then he said to me, "You must prophesy again about many peoples, nations, language, and kings." Okay, and I'll stop there because chapter 11 is kind of lengthy, so I don't think I would be able to read it in the time I have left, given that I'm only allowed 10 minutes on each video. But anyway, so I will come back with chapter 11 and continue on from there a little bit later.